The big final, India versus New Zealand. ICC Champions Trophy 2025. After nearly 4 weeks here in Dubai, the title will be decided. India have been here ever since they arrived on February 15th and played all their games, including the semi-final versus Australia at the Dubai International Stadium. Now, before we get to cricketing matters, there were some discussions underway, some deliberations, some serious introspection when Gautam Gambhir, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli were standing near the playing square. What were they talking? What were they indicating? Were they taking calls on that future? Retirements loading, announcements loading. That's a discussion which will continue for the next 24 hours. And if India go on to win the title, people are anticipating that Rohit Sharma will drop that bomb just like he dropped after winning the 2024 T20 World Cup. The discussion was just not restricted to today on the eve of the match. It also happened at the ICC Academy in Dubai when coach Gautam Gambhir was with Virat Kohli, was with Rohit Sharma, and Ajit Agarkar was also in discussion with the coach, with the captain, and those discussions lasted nearly 30 minutes. Many are wondering whether they are taking that discussion, keeping that roadmap for 2027 ODI World Cup in mind, or whether they are just sticking to the final. If you ask me, if you ask my gut, if you ask my hunch, those were just cricketing discussions underway. They were repeatedly pointing at different directions of the ground. Rohit Sharma was shadow batting in the background. Gautam Gambhir continued to have that poker face look on, and the game face just never leaves his look. Even when the glass is on, you can read the intensity through the shades. Gautam Gambhir is still at it. He's still thinking about the result, and this will be his maiden title as the Indian cricket team coach if at all India cross the line versus a familiar foe, New Zealand. Now, New Zealand have spoiled India's parties in the past. 2000 Champions Trophy final, Chris Kane's 100, cancelling out Sourav Ganguly's effort, and then came the WTC final where India were left on the losing side yet again by the clinical Kiwis. Why I say the clinical Kiwis? Because they are by far one of the top sides to watch out, were the top sides to watch out for in the tournament. They played all their 4 games at different venues. Unlike India, who were just parked in Dubai. They played in Lahore, they played in Rawalpindi, they played in Karachi, they came to Dubai, lost to India, and now are back to Dubai. They're not complaining, they're not cribbing, they're just focusing on the job at hand. And that is what Michel Santner said at the pre-match press conference when he just downplayed the whole condition talk, the spin threat, what Varun Chakravarti brings to the table. They're just dealing it as one game at a time. They don't have the burden of expectations, the burden of billion hopes. Not billion hopes, I would say 140 crore Indians, as Gautam Gambhir repeatedly points it out during his media interactions. India have a lot riding on it. A lot riding on players who are aging superstars now. The likes of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ravindra Jadeja, Mohammad Shami. Mid-30s, Rohit Sharma being the elder one at 37, 2 years to go for the World Cup. This is probably the last time we are seeing them play an ODI tournament together for the Indian cricket team. We might not see most of them again in action. We might not see them. We are surely not seeing all of them together in an ICC ODI tournament, and most of them are likely to call it a day after the tournament concludes. Whether the decisions will be taken, but whether the announcement happens or not, that's anybody's guess at this stage. Now, Shubman Gill came for the pre-match press conference. The vice captain was at his measured best, chose his words very carefully, but towards the end, even unintentionally, he kind of hinted that there is something brewing in the dressing room. He did not say it in as many words, but he did say that the discussions are not happening with Rohit. Rohit is still focused on the match, but you could sense from his body language that something clearly was cooking in that Indian team dressing room. Now, what was that? Virat Kohli has been busy signing autographs ever since he has come to Dubai. Is it his way of giving it back to the fans who have been with him, been by his side for close to 2 decades now, supporting his journey, first as an under-19 cricketer, now as the senior cricketer, then as the Indian cricket team captain, and now being the leader he has been on the pack. They have called him different names. They gave him a different name during the Border Gavaskar Trophy, or implied him to be the guy who has been calling the shots in the middle when things haven't gone India's way. So is it Virat Kohli? Is it Mohammad Shami, whose knees are not taking the toll they used to take like probably 5 years, 10 years before, or when he was like at the peak of his fitness? Is it Ravindra Jadeja? Is his shoulder giving up and not ready for the grind which is ahead of him? Will he last the next WTC cycle? Will he be keeping his eye on the ODI World Cup? All these questions, all these permutations, combinations, they are happening. But Rohit Sharma still has the eye on the prize and ear on the future. The future calls will be taken, but for now, India and New Zealand will be playing that big final at the Dubai International Stadium on March 9. The big Sunday. The tickets were sold out in a couple of hours. The fans are still queuing up. They're ready to pay out as much as 4x of what was listed on ICC's official website. A center wicket will be used. The pitch which was used for the India-Pakistan game on February 23rd, it is expected to be on the sluggish side, on the slower side. Spin will have its say. But for once, it is not just going to be about the cricket match which will be played in the middle. It is going to be about the legacies. It is going to be about the superstars who have done so much for Indian cricket and could finally bid their goodbye to this beautiful game, at least in this format. So you keep watching TOI Sports YouTube channel. Follow us across our social media handles. Like, share and subscribe this video. Click the bell icon so that you're notified whenever a new video is going up. So keep watching. This is Sahil Malhotra joining you from outside the Dubai International Stadium, probably for the second last time in the tournament. So keep watching and keep sharing.